Hello, beloved humans. It is I, the most normal wizard of them all, easily dismissible by mental midgets as just another useless raving lunatic, and today I'd like to mathematically calculate the solution to human society. And if I can't solve the whole thing, I'll at least try to structurally analyze the process by which to most efficiently encourage everyone to improve the world and understand the properties by which the world is objectively improved, but I've already gotten into that quite a bit in the past, so I don't want to just revisit past lessons. First things first, anybody who cares about the fate of the world needs to understand the things that are the most threatening to the fate of the world. Specifically, people being assholes to each other. Now, what causes people to be assholes to each other? A lot of times it's stupidity, but a lot of other times it's relatively brilliant sadistic sociopaths who are hell-bent on stealing all our freedoms and enslaving all humans. Unfortunately, both of those factors are static components of reality, and we cannot solve the future by trying to fix them because that would be a wasted effort, unfortunately. There will always be a lot of stupid people, and there will always be a major component of sociopaths seeking to exploit and enslave all other humans. So, to solve the future, we have to create workarounds to those problems. I see a lot of fellow future-solving wizards striving valiantly to make people less stupid and to make people more moral, but verily that only goes so far, and we have to factor in the fact that many simply will not change until perhaps after the entire reality around them shifts. So how exactly do we compensate for the fact that there's a bunch of godforsaken satanic necromancers turning goblins into zombies, or, social engineers turning children into porn addicts, or however you want to phrase it? Frankly, it all comes down to psychological influence. Team Evil is obviously cheating in this regard and has their media monopoly and social media AI running overtime to prevent anyone from seeing anything that wizards like me create. Because if people listen to me, I'd destroy the entire enslaving demonic psychotic paradigm of this dimension single-handedly, and everybody would end up in their own self-sufficient steampunk feudal cyber castle communes, each of which have 10 times as much self-regulating authority as the overarching government that protects them rather than suppressing them. Unfortunately, however, psychopaths know that it is to their greatest benefit for everybody to be delusional and stupid because they are easier to exploit then, so any efforts to give people truth and knowledge, such as what I present to you so generously, are currently being violently suppressed. That's all pretty obvious, but if it were made a bit more obvious, it really couldn't hurt, because people being willing to protect and defend their freedoms is important, as, far as successfully protecting and defending our freedoms. And knowing that they're being threatened makes people want to do that, so, On the topic of protecting and defending our freedoms, there is certain language which I would like to request that you mimetically inject into your essence for the benefit of the well-being of the future, of course. This suggested language overlay involves primarily two themes: consent and human rights violations. I do not consent to mass censorship. It is a human rights violation to inject anything into me or my family without our consent. If people can begin to see the soul-crushing oligarchy of caustic darkness in terms of you do not have the divine right to threaten my well-being, nor to convince my idiot neighbor to try to murder me through propaganda because I believe differently than him, it'll be very helpful as far as the evolution of humanity is concerned. Because awareness doesn't hurt. Anyways, that's about all I've got for the sort of immediate future of fixing all the very unfunny and serious tragedies that we're facing on this terribly scarred world. Other than that, it seems like it's primarily just about figuring out how to influence everyone to be motivated by divine love and providing everyone with the opportunity to grow. So I guess I might not have solved the entire reality just in this one video, so go ahead and let me know if you have any ideas about how to solve reality in the comment section, and don't forget to send this over to a few wannabe wizards and witches to see what sort of alchemy we might be able to ignite in the context of designing shinier timelines. As always, blessings and curses to those who deserve them.